Hello everyone. Okay, so I'm going to try to explain how to find the airstrips of Pista de Guarimpo. I just put on the SIM market for sale. So if you are interested to check, Pista de Guarimpo is the airstrips on the middle of Amazon, Brazil. So the first thing after you install the airstrips package, the 160 total airstrips, you install in your community folder. You're gonna come here, free flight, and over Brazil on this area right here, this is the main area. As you can see, there is a lot points right here which doesn't exist without this package, because these are the minor sites areas here, one of the biggest in Brazil. And there is another area on this place right here next to Boa Vista, Roraima. There is another area right here where those 160 airstrips is located. So every land strip is, let me put it this one like this way right here. Let me see. Yeah, this way. This. Yeah, this way. Okay, let's put it like every dot, single one of this one, which you see right here, is part of this package, like PG41, Pista do Zezão. Uh, it is one of those miners site with the land strip. So right here you can see, if you zoom it, there's some airplanes here, some bugalas. So that's how they do it, and that's the area where they actually try to find the gold and other things. So basically, they use a lot of airplanes to. They used to use airplanes to go on these areas because there's no way to do like a to just do like a highway or something, or to drive through these areas. So you basically have to fly to these areas and land. But there's kind of trick, because they did this back in the days. They did this airstrip in real life uh, by hand, you know. So each one of those is with this ecal called PG, which is Pista de Garimpo. P as in Pista, which means airstrip, and Garimpo is like a mining site. So this picture have like from PG01 to PG160. There's 160 minor areas, minor airstrippers, strippers. No, sorry, airstrips, or landfill. Sorry for my English is not that good, so I'm trying to communicate as best as I can to explain. So let's say if you wanna go like let's say on this one right here, you can see like a Pista do Malaria PG Papa Golf 79. So what you have to do, see all this area here, most of them is the airways concentrate this minor areas. So let's say PG 79. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna click over, and then you're gonna put your mouse, you're gonna zoom in, and you will see on each strip there is a dot called parking ramp, where you can select and put as departure. because if you don't put that, you just come straight, let's say to this one right here. I just go on top. This dot not gonna show up. This parking ramp not gonna show up. I don't know why. So this one is the, but if you pick the name, let me see, PG 100. Let's go right here, PG 100. You're gonna click right here, airport, and then you zoom in, and you will see a parking ramp right here for you to start your flight from the ground. Okay, you set as departure here. Let's put a daytime. Yeah, I'm with the PA-28 Dakota Piper aircraft. So let's set from here. Oh, let's set as departure this ramp park, and then you come here and start your flight. So it's very, the good thing is because if you leave your POI, point of interest marker, on, as soon you take off, you can let's take, oh yeah, as soon you put the airplane on the airfield, you have to take the engine caps off, the pitot tube right here under the, in this case right here, remove before flight, and then you know that things of the tires. Oh, you can jump in, that's great. So let's open the door here and let's get in the airplane. So yeah, basically that's how you're gonna find the airplanes. Right here you can see the one of the air, air airport markers. So to show that is very easy. I don't actually like to use, but if you're gonna fly around, there is a many airstrips nearby, so it's very easy to find, because you know or you can select your route in your pre-flight before you start your flight. You can select two airfield, airstrip, departure and arrival, and then you're gonna have on a GPS. Let's do like a quick turn it over here, and yeah, so that's how the minor strips is, with a lot of sloping, some dig, very high rain forest, with the high trees, short land trips, land fields. Look, like you have to. You're gonna put this spec's gonna put you on the limit, on your limit here. So it will test your skills for sure. Yeah, let's make a quick video right here, making one flight, and then. But before, I want to show you one thing right here. So let's go on this camera right here, and then on showcase, I'm just gonna put up. Like I told you, if you put the markers, you can see the other land strips of these miners around, because we have so many. You can see where they are located in the middle of this rainforest. Okay. Yeah. So there is a lot. There is a lot areas of minor areas like this. So let's go right here, and this actually exists in Brazil. I didn't create anything by my mind to, like, from nowhere. So this actually, people flies in airfields like this. See how the land strip are. There's some rocks right here. There's some tree trees cut it off, so that way you can approach. And in this case right here, I believe this guy tried to take off, but he was so heavy, and then he did like a land right here in the middle. He crashed the airplane. So, and that happens a lot in Brazil back in the days. See. Uh, there's right here some people with the baggage waiting for the next flight. Maybe maybe for the weather. And there's some helicopters too. If you try to find garimpo flight in Brazil, like videos on YouTube, you can find the real ones. So we're gonna, and those airplanes normally they put as much people in load, because every single weight counts, in terms of money. Nobody come here just to vacation. It's like, it's very risky, but that's how it is. So yep. So if you don't want to see the markers, you know, like that one on the front right there, it called. Let me zoom in right here. PG-77. There's another. There is another land strip like this, So you can adjust it on your airplane. Let's say in your GPS. Yeah, so you can come here and then put like your route. I have to kind of learn a little bit more about this, how works some these equipments on those airplanes, or you can just go in on the main menu and put like your route. Let's say PG 100, right? I believe that's that one it was. So I'm gonna put here as a departure, and I'm gonna try to arrival PG 77. I'm gonna put this airplane airfield right here as a arrival. Yeah, so yep, you can put it right here. I don't know. Okay, set as arrival. We are good to go. We have our route, I believe. Yep. So, and then when you start your flight, it should be on your GPS. Let's see. Let's see how it will show up. Oh, I forgot to put on the date time. Let's put right here let's put a date time right here. Like 6:30 in the morning, 6:40 in the morning, very early, So I have to do it all over again. You know. I'm just speaking English to try to help you guys, which is buying from me the right dispatch on SIM market, to explain you how to to do like this. You just press C on your keyboard, and then you go like this, C, and if you wanna walk around like this, if you press a space bar, you're gonna run one time, and then if you press again, you're gonna keep walking, like before. So okay, so let's go in the airplane. So we give a quick start it over. Don't make the video too long. Let's see if we will appear on the GPS right here. Our route. It should be on the GPS right here. Let's wait for GPS load. Alright, maybe just go to your tablet. Yeah, okay. Okay. No GPS position. Still trying to find it. Okay, but I'm pretty sure if you press tab and you go right here on your flight plan and right here, yeah, should be here, your route. Oh yeah, there we go. Here as a set as a departure, and as the other PG77 as a arrival. That's my route. So okay, gonna turn it on my VR, but before we're gonna load this airplane, I come here on this wait logo. Wait, and then I'm gonna put some people inside the airplane, you know, one right here, one on the back seat. Load aircraft. Okay, let's see if we are loaded or not. Oh yeah, 1 2 3. Okay, and there's some baggage this guy is bringing, so let's put it like 150, no, 120 kilos, which is 240 pounds I believe. And then load aircraft, and let's put a little bit to the front, a little bit more to the front, you know, that way we can try to compensate the CG. So yep, let me put the VR and then let's do this flight. I'm with the VR right now. Okay, let's start our flight. Just a second. Okay, yeah, now we are good to go. Alright, so let me check the commands right here. Let's set the parking brake off. I'm pretty sure we still have some runway left. Oh, be careful with the trees right here. Don't hit your wingtip, otherwise you can crash the airplane. I'm gonna try to use as much as I can of this land field, because we are pretty low right here. So okay, let's check the flaps, all the commands. That's very good, huh? That's nice. Okay, so yep, our GPS also load our route. We pre-select on the main menu. That's good, you know. Yep, so let's fly. Let's try to fly, because we are pretty heavy. This land strip, airstrip is very short and very tight. There's too many trees and too many things around. That's how we fly in Brazil. Let's try to get as much as I can. I'm not gonna give any flap right now. I have to get some speed first. See? Come on. Some flaps. Okay. Woo! I'm trying to keep lower here until get some more speed, and then was pretty close. Okay, let's adjust our manifold, put the flaps up, and then let's try to find this route right here. Let's go on our, yeah, we just took off from there. So you can turn it off, all these markers. I can show you right here. Let's go right here on the main menu. Oh no, not main menu, settings, and then you're gonna come to your flight interface, and in this case I have the airport marker select. That's why we are seeing that on the scenery, all the markers. So this one I'm gonna remove, and all these markers, the POI with point of interest. Every airfield have a point of interest too. So, and city markers we can remove too. So let's go back, because now we have our flight ready. Now I can look around, and we are not seeing anything, just a bunch of trees in the middle of the jungle. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fly through this route right here, and as soon as we get closer, we're gonna fly over to try to find a way to land. That's how we're gonna fly, But if you don't want to go like plan all the route, all the thing, you just put your marks on, and then you're gonna see all these other airfield, airstrips, or airports, and that depends on how you prefer to call. On the horizontal, on the horizon. Yeah, in your window right here, like you can see on the sides, you will see all the markers. So let's see right here. Yeah, we are almost a little bit off to the right, but we are pretty close already. So yeah, should be that's our route right here. Should be that one. Like 135 to 140, and fly manually here. So no, I didn't. We have a GPS on the airplane, but I'm not using right now. I'm flying by hand. Pretty fast, this damn airplane, huh? Let me reduce a little bit. I don't wanna crash my airplane, break the wings. And they use, back in the days, I would say, like 80s and 90s in Brazil, this aviation on the Amazon was illegal aviation, and after 1992 the government blocked. It's prohibited now, so it's not legal. You're flying in Garimpo anymore since 1992. My father flew in 1980s to beginning of 1990s on these minor areas as a pilot. He flew Cessna 180, 182, Cessna 210, Cessna 206. He flew all kinds of Cessnas, and also some Embraer, some Pipers. He got a lot of experience on that. That's why I was too young, and I never went there with my father, because there's too risky. So, and I was a child, and but now with the flight simulator I can recreate this scenery as close as possible, using the photos my dad took, photos and videos. Like we are next to it right here, so let's put it the airfield is right. We are almost on top of the airfield. That's how we're gonna find the airstrip. Oh yeah, we are over. See? That's exactly how it was. I think I'm kind of too high right here, so let me. In this case with the VR it helps a lot. So yeah, I can fly over to see how I'm gonna enter to the land, approach. And in this case the approach is making a right turn by these trees right here, and that's how we're gonna try to land right here. It's very easy if you come too low to the land, and if you have to keep your eyes at the entry, at the approach entry. Otherwise, if you come too low, the top of the trees will cover the. Let's put some flap on and mixture and prop forward. Yeah, right there is our entry. We're gonna make a left turn right here, a little bit right in front. You have to keep the eyes on, to don't lose yourself on these trees. Let's put on more flap. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about, and for my Brazilian people who is watching, sorry if my English is not that good, but I'm trying my best. And then this scenery brings me at least a little bit of idea what my daddy flew back in the days on this air with the airplane fully loaded with people and cargo. See, that's our entry. We're gonna make a right turn to land. I'm kind of a little bit fast. I'm gonna right turn, and then be careful, don't stall. Oh, there's a worker here crossing by right on the time which I was landing. Come on, bro, you have to pay more attention, Look at that. This one of the minor workers. He doesn't care, huh? There's few other airplanes. Looks like this one just landed a few minutes ago and they dropped the cargo. Yeah. So this package of 160 airstrips like this is a very challenging. This one was kind of easy, but because you have to train yourself a little bit to land. So yeah, I hope I demonstrate a little bit how it works. I hope you guys understand. Let's put the parking brake on, and shut down our airplane for a minute. But on this package there is a lot of challenging airstrip. Some of those with only 250, 300 meters of length. Some of those is on the middle of is right on the mountain. Going down, going up, you're gonna have a lot of fun. And if you wanna know more about Garimpo flight. Try to search on YouTube like a landing on Garimpo, or landing called Pousando, Pousande, o sorry, I pronounced it wrong. Pousando, Pousando, space no space Garimpo, Garimpo. Yeah, try to search on YouTube. You're gonna see a lot of real flights of people flying on this area with these high trees around it. That one little mistake, you are done. You're gonna crash. You crash the airplane. Some people, like, at the time to land, the airplane is goes slip sideways because there's rain before. You're gonna see the crazy stuffs there, real crazy stuffs. And right here on the flight simulator with this package, you're gonna have some idea, and you're gonna have a lot of fun flying on that 160 airstrips on the middle of Amazon. So if you wanna buy this package, and if you are interested to buy this package, this package is available on Sim Market, and then, yep, I hope you guys have fun. I'll see you next time.